braving the rapids.
And hold on!
The world's newest country is definitely for the adventurous. One of South Sudan's attractions is rafting on the Nile River. This remote stretch has rarely been navigated. Much of the scenery along the way is almost exactly as it would have been hundreds of years ago. It's also the home of one of Africa's largest animal migrations. Antelope cross the landscape in their hundreds of thousands. Cut off from the world by war for years, it's the fact that the place is basically untouched that makes people want to visit.
Probably what you got in South Sudan is what maybe was like in East Africa 60, 70 years ago, before major development took place. And you can fly for a couple of hours in South Sudan and you won't see a road, you won't see a hut, you won't see even livestock.
Many of the parks still aren't accessible to tourists, but some, like Nimali National Park in the south, remain important wildlife habitat and are easy to reach by car from the capital Juba. There aren't many tourists right now, or any large-scale tour operators. There are some small companies trying to set up, but they often report difficulties getting the required government paperwork.
The requirement is very high. Like when they said they want us to have $300,000 in our account, that is almost £1 million. Sometimes it's not clear because they're asking you, they give you a list of things, and when you finish, then you get another list.
At the moment, it's necessary to charter a plane to see the migration, and all camping equipment would have to be flown in. But these are some of the most intact habitats left in Africa, and on a breathtaking scale. South Sudan has a long way to go yet before it can accommodate mass market tourism. There aren't very many places for people to stay, and there aren't even very many roads to take them there. But for the intrepid traveller, this country is a vast and unexplored wilderness full of wildlife. Cavell, Al Jazeera, Juba in South Sudan.